Good afternoon. It is August the 4th, 2017. Time to wrap up another day of trading and take a look at Monday morning. We'll start with our disclaimer. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Okay, looking at the E-mini. We had basically 74.76 as a sell this morning. We made it up to 77.75. We had can't remember, it was 69.71, I think. It may have been 70.72 this morning. So basically 70 plus or minus for a buy. This was the sell. And there was a retest failure up here. That was the trade of the day. There was a retest failure here that we're able to get in on. Picked up a little. Another retest failure there. Small trade. And then just nothing but just working 73 plus 1 minus 1, working the grind, working development. So did about as good as we could do in the E-mini, but again, there are other markets that are just easier to trade given the lack of volatility that we've get day in and day out on the E-mini. Okay, we have a higher low and a higher high. Favors higher prices. I mean, everything I look at on this screen, the F1 screen on the E-mini, says find a place to buy and hang on. And the best way to handle that is to buy 2,500 calls. Got a D leaning B. So numbers will probably look familiar. We have labor market conditions index for the weekend, so the news will have to come from overseas. 74.76, sell 1. 79.81, sell 2. On the buy side, 71.69, buy 1. 65.67, buy 2. So, looks just like it did this morning, doesn't it? Looking at the 10-year, the note, next week is an auction week. They tend to run it down. Lower high and a lower low on this screen, so find a place to sell it on F1. F2, definitely a B. So sell 3 to 7s. 11 to 15, sell 2. On the buy side, I may have rejected prices beneath the buck, so 28 to the buck, buy 1, let them get stops below 126 even. 21.25, buy 2. Looking at the 30-year, my favorite contract. And I would encourage all of you, pick out crude, gold, E-mini, whatever it is, but trade the bond on the side. It's slow enough that you can do that. That being said, the first time you do it, it'll probably be moving like a rocket, but that's the way it goes in trading. You always have to, there's always a little adversity involved with the next step. 8 to 12, number 1. 15 to 19, cell 1. 23, 27, cell 2. Picking up this area right there for cell 2. Picking up this area for 1. Picking up that high right there for our starter resistance on the buy side. 28 to the buck, number 1. Buying 21s to 25s. Picking up this area right here. Then 9 to 13 by 2. Looking at gold. Okay, there will be no video recaps this afternoon. We will have this up on the website. Melissa's out of town for a couple of days. I have an outside day in gold, which means we can trade it. We got this high volume number down here at 58. Guarantee you that the F2 screen will be a B. So 64, 66, cell 1 could easily be 65, 67. 69, 71, cell 2. On the buy side, 59, 61 by 1, and 55, 57 by 2. Okay, crude oil. Both of the trades were scratches. Make a little money on crude this afternoon. My assessment to get out early turned out to make some sense. Lower high, lower low in crude. Find a place to sell it. We haven't had we're in the trading range right now. We're not getting follow through buying nor selling. So here's where we are at 49.45. Had buyers off the opening. Market did get stops above 50 finally, and we closed it, I think, at 49.50 was the day session close. P. So 75 to 50, sell 1. 25 to 50, sell 2. On the buy side, I like to do a little bit lower, but 49, 49 and a quarter by 1. Like though. And then 48.50, 48.75 by 2. Like we said this morning, there's a buyer at 48.50 and there's a seller at 50. And that's the range that we're in. And the euro. Well, the dollar was very strong today. So I think the strength in the dollar was attributed to Mnuchin's comments. Memory serves me correctly. Oh, big day to the downside. Find a place to sell it on F1. And just got hammered. Okay, pretty clean break in the market up here at 118.10. Last rotate up was 18.19, so 18.10 to 20. Sell 1. 40 to 50, sell 2. Try to pick up its spill right there. Trying to pick up this area right there. On the buy side, last rotate down was 87, so 75 by 1. And then 50 by 2. And with that said, I will see you all bright and early Monday morning. Hope you have a great weekend. We're supposed to be in the low 80s here. In the mid 80s anyway. It's summertime. They're calling for cooler temperatures. We generally come in a little bit warmer than they say, but below 90 would certainly be welcome, and it'll make for a very, very nice outdoors weekend. Y'all have a great weekend. I'm out of here.